The evening air outside St. Alden's Hospital was unnervingly still, as though the world itself were holding its breath. Streetlights flickered weakly against the gathering fog, casting long shadows over the entrance. And standing at the center of it all was Donna Derby, shoulders trembling, face hidden behind her hands, fighting to keep herself from falling apart. Her phone buzzed relentlessly in her bag. Messages, missed calls, notifications, everyone wanted answers. The news had spread faster than she could comprehend. Bradley Walsh had been rushed to the hospital in an emergency. But Donna couldn't bring herself to respond. Not yet. Not until she knew the full truth. A nurse walked past and offered her a sympathetic glance. Donna tried to steady her breathing, but it felt like an impossible task. Her heart raced, her mind swirled with questions she had no courage to voice. Just an hour earlier, everything was normal. She and Bradley had been laughing in the kitchen, arguing playfully over whose turn it was to cook dinner. He looked tired, she remembered that now, but Bradley always pushed through fatigue with jokes and charm. Tonight, though, something shifted. He had suddenly gripped the edge of the counter, his face draining of color. "Bradley, what's wrong?" she asked, fear rising in her throat. He tried to speak, but the words never came. Within seconds, he collapsed. Donna's scream still echoed in her ears. The drive to the hospital was a blur of flashing lights and whispered prayers. She remembered clutching his hand inside the ambulance, begging him to stay with her, but he was silent, still, frighteningly pale. Now, outside the hospital doors, she felt powerless. The woman who always held everything together, the calm, steady presence beside Bradley's fame, was unraveling. Just then, the doors slid open and a familiar figure appeared. Their son, Barney Walsh, rushed toward her with worry etched across his face. "Mom," he said, pulling her into an embrace. "Any update?" Donna shook her head. "Nothing yet. They're still running tests." Barney held her shoulders gently, grounding her. "Dad's strong. You know he is. He'll get through this." She nodded, but her tears returned. I can't lose him, Barney." "You won't," he whispered. Another long stretch of silence followed as they sat together on the cold metal bench. Inside, machines beeped rhythmically, nurses hurried down hallways, and somewhere, behind those walls, Bradley was fighting. A doctor finally approached them. Donna's body tensed. "Mrs. Walsh?" he asked gently. "Yes," she breathed, standing instantly. Barney joined her. The doctor's expression softened. "We've stabilized him. He's awake now. Weak, but conscious." Donna let out a gasp, a mixture of relief and shock. As her knees nearly gave way, Barney held her steady. "But we discovered—" He paused, choosing his words carefully. "Mr. Walsh has been ignoring symptoms for quite some time. The episode tonight was his body's way of demanding rest. Stress, exhaustion, and an undiagnosed underlying condition combined into a dangerous situation." Donna's eyes filled again. "Can I see him?" "Of course. He's asking for you." The walk down the corridor seemed endless. Every step felt heavy, yet filled with longing. When she reached his room, she paused at the door, her breath catching. Bradley lay in bed, pale, but smiling faintly when he saw her. "There she is," he whispered. Donna rushed to him, taking his hand with trembling fingers. "Don't you ever scare me like that again," she cried softly. He squeezed her hand weakly. "I'm not going anywhere, love. Just needed a wake-up call, I suppose." Donna rested her forehead against his, tears slipping onto his cheek. "I thought I'd lost you." "I'm right here, and I'm staying." For the first time that night, Donna breathed freely. Outside, the fog began to lift, and inside that quiet hospital room, love held on, stronger than fear, stronger than the night, stronger than anything that had tried to break them.